Greetings, gentle viewers! Now, it's been a long time since I did a theme month, and I've never done anything for Halloween, so I decided to kill two birds with one stone. Oh, fuck, only hit one. Still count if I use the same stone! Come here, you fucking floppy bastard! Die! I love the films of Stuart Gordon. I think one of the tragedies of film in the last few decades is that he never got the chance to escape from low-budget, usually gorish and often horror-related filmmaking. He was basically Peter Jackson before there was a Peter Jackson, but unlike Jackson, Gordon's big chance to move into the mainstream never quite happened. Again and again. He was meant to direct Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but didn't. And his film Fortress was meant to be an Arnold Schwarzenegger film, back when Arnie was the world's biggest star. I'll be talking about 3 of his movies this month. The Stuart Gordon, H.P. Lovecraft, Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton trilogy. Re-Animator, From Beyond and Castle Freak. First up is Gordon's masterpiece, Re-Animator. Not to be mistaken for a movie actually called Re-Animator, which I'm sorry to say doesn't really exist. Anyway, Re-Animator. Only kind of based on the short stories by H.P. Lovecraft. We open in Lovecraft's traditional stomping ground, Switzerland. Brilliant scientist Herbert West is attending university. He's locked in an office with one of his professors and they're screaming from the inside.
My God.
I swear this isn't what it looks like. I'm not experimenting with an untested mystery liquid that brings people back from the dead. I swear. We were just having sex. Oh, sorry, that's from my imaginary Re-Animator review script.
Gruber!
Well, I don't know about you, but I'd call that an unqualified success.
You killed him!
No, I did not. I gave him life.
And then I gave him death. Although that part was an accident. And if I wasn't interrupted, I could have given him more life. And when he died again, I would have given him life again. Okay, I'm feeling a bit dizzy now. I love the theme music. It was composed as a parody of the Psycho theme, but as far as I'm concerned, this is better. Much, much better. In fact, I can barely watch Psycho. I keep thinking I should be seeing pictures of all the gay people in Grey's Anatomy. I really hope you don't think that's a reference to a TV show. If so, read a fucking book. Miskatonic University, now 7 hours without someone going insane due to infernal knowledge. Again? Oh, jeez. Miskatonic University, we have a medical school. There used to be a psychiatric wing to the school, but they shut it when one of the students decided he was a clown and started killing the faculty. This is Dan Kane. He's the classically handsome, intelligent doctor dedicated to helping people.
Kane, we have done everything that can be done for this woman. She has not responded. She's gone.
He pretty much wandered off the set of an earnest medical drama. So naturally, after a series of well-intentioned but bad decisions, he ends up as Herbert West's glorified Igor. Now, just so you know, that's Caroline Purdy Gordon, Stuart Gordon's wife. She appears in loads of her husband's films, almost always playing terrible people and even more frequently dying horribly. In one movie, she played a terrible person who died horribly twice. And now you know the secret to a long and happy marriage. Filming your violent role play. Anyway, Kane needs to take the dead woman to the morgue.
I don't know why they keep locked doors around here.
He obviously never saw Urban Gothic. The dead in that show are like cats, always going in and out, scratching at the door, having random sex with people in the autopsy tables. Better to keep them locked up. You see, most morgues keep the bodies frozen. But not here, oh no. This is Massachusetts. It's so fucking cold they don't need to.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dan. I didn't mean to scare you.
Oh, it wasn't too bad, Dean Halsey. I just didn't know anybody was here.
You mean anybody else?
You mean anybody else?
Jeffrey Combs, if you were any other actor, I would kill you where you stand. Oh, here's an update on my love for Jeffrey Combs. I still fucking love Jeffrey Combs. And he was so much better served by this film than Faust. It really played to his strengths, being camp and weird. Herbert West has moved to Miskatonic University because exploding your professor's eyeballs will get you expelled in Switzerland. Poor guy, he could have got away with a suspension if it was only his cock. Oh, jeez, that's the Re-Animator script again. Sorry. With him is Dean Halsey, the father of Dan's fiancée, and Dr. Carl Hill, who, because Herbert West is the main character, will be our cartoonish villain for this film and its first sequel.
West, you stupid biped!
This should interest you, Carl. He worked with Hans Gruber.
That line wasn't funny at the time, but now it just looks like Dr. Hill's jealous that Herbert West was in Die Hard. Where, besides Troma's War, am I going to get this many fresh corpses for experimenting on? So West and Hill save everyone a lot of time by immediately being each other's nemeses.
Your theory on the location of the will in the brain is interesting. Though derivative of Dr. Gruber's research in the early 70s. So derivative, in fact, that in Europe it's considered plagiarized. And your support of the 12-minute limit on the life of the brainstem after death.
6 to 12 minutes, Mr.
West. Herbert West. Frankly, Dr. Hill, your work on brain death is outdated.
Wow. They're a cheesy baseline away from a science cat fight.
And, looking forward to seeing you in class, Mr. West.
Was 616 actual number of the Beast Plaza a bit too obvious, Dan? Seeing as it's clear Dr. West moves in with them, I'll skip that and move right on to gushing about Barbara Crampton. I love Barbara Crampton. She's brilliant. I just fucking love her. Oh, Minion, just express my feelings in interpretive dance. No, I wanted adoration. That's admiration. No, that's reacting to a gunshot would. I wanted adoration. No, that's being dead. I wanted adoration.
You make the incision at the base of the skull.
Hill is demonstrating autopsy techniques for his students, and he's not very good at it. The head's pre-scalped, and he still doesn't take all the skin off.
It's very much like peeling a large orange.
And when he tries to remove the top of the skull, he only removes about half of what he's supposed to.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
A blancmange playing the human brain. Hill explains the current theories about how long a brain can survive after death. West takes his hatred out in pencils.
Brain death brings about an irreversible conclusion. Perhaps it takes... Mr. West, I suggest you get yourself a pen.
I love those two. If they didn't start beheading each other or using their own intestines as weapons, I could totally see them getting into a slap fight.
Class dismissed.
How can you teach such drivel? These people are here to learn, and you're closing their minds before they even have a chance.
It's going to be a pleasure to fail you.
And now that he's out of his surgical gown, note Dr. Hill's hilarious wig. He wasn't bald, it was just too expensive to buy a wig that looked like his real hair for the dummy head later on. So they got some cheap wigs and made him wear one for continuity.
To me, my esteemed colleagues, capable, beautiful, loving daughter. The obsession of all who fall under her spell.
A picture is worth 1,000 words, and those eyes are writing a slash fiction about her, him, and a huge tub of butter.
Large selection of rape liquors, children on standby, mistress.
So Barbara Crampton finds Dan's cat in West's fridge. Dead. Now, I'm no genius. Actually, yeah, I am. I am a genius, and if I had roommates, I wouldn't have a roommate. If I had, what for argument's sake I'm calling my roommate's dead cat in my fridge, I wouldn't put a dead cat in my fridge. If I had my roommate's dead body in my fridge, I'd close the fucking door! If only to not waste electricity. Anyway, Barbara Crampton's been in enough Jeffrey Combs movies to know that if anyone's likely to kill a cat, it'll be the person he's playing.
You couldn't call or write a note.
I was busy pushing bodies around, as you well know, and what would a note say, Dan? Cat dead, details later. I knew you were fond of it.
You killed him. I know you did. He killed him.
Besides, I do not like people in my room.
He says he didn't, that the cat suffocated itself doing cat things. And honestly, he really doesn't help his case when a few hours later, Dan wakes up to hear the house filled with the screeches of a recently dead cat. Kate! So, as you can see, Jeffrey Combs is modelling this season's hottest accessory, the Re-Animator brand Zombie Cat Pack.
Get it off of me!
Well, that was quite a cat fight. And wasn't that funny?
You drugged him and reduced his vital signs. You lowered his body temperature. He couldn't have been dead.
Do you agree that he's dead now? Do you agree that he's dead now?
Of course, this leads to them bringing the cat back to life again because it has 7 more lives to get through. Something tells me that if the scene doesn't cut away, they're gonna be there all night.
Don't expect it to tango. It has a broken back.
Stop insulting my dancing abilities and kill me properly, you assholes!
He was dead.
Quiet.
Kane goes to the Dean about this amazing scientific breakthrough. And like all great scientific minds, the Dean ignores that West worked with one of the most foremost biologists in the world, and that Kane is his star student, and out of hand discounts the possibility that they're right. And then rescinds Kane's student loan for some reason.
You will, in any case, have your student loan rescinded.
My loan?
Can he do that? He also threatens legal action against Kane, demands a written apology, and expels West. It's partly because Dr. Hill suggested that Kane and his daughter were fucking. And they are, but it still looks like the Dean went insane for a scene.
Sir, can we please just discuss this? I think you're being blinded by your emotions.
I said good day!
So, like all good rebellious pioneers of science, West and Kane head into the unfrozen morgue to start gathering evidence. Evidence of the sort they already have, but illegal. The best candidate for reanimation that they could find died of heart failure. Unfortunately, he's also Arnold Schwarzenegger's stunt double. No, really. Most of the extras here had just finished working on the Terminator.
Open up the door! Is West in there with you? Trouble, both of you! Excuse me!
Finger biting good. I think it's safe to say that this little piece of covert science has become a little less covert. It's getting so fucking loud they might raise the dead.
This is bad comedy.
No review, you insolent little shit. You do not. This is bad comedy, me.
For God's sake!
Dan. Look out.
But it's too late for Dean Halsey, and when life gives Dr. West lemons, he happily reanimates their corpses into lemon zombies to further the cause of science.
Dan, we can bring him back to life.
Dan, please. Hey, look, it's James Cameron's dad as the jawless guy.
I'm the king of the world.
I'll show you. 17 seconds. Reanimation at 17 seconds. The eyes open. Dr. Halsey, you once did me a favor by letting me into your medical school. Doctor, I'll come back to life. Dan, he's trying to speak the recorder.
No, Meg, don't go near her.
What the hell happened here? Dan, you all right? Who's that?
That is Dean Halsey, sir. You see, I came down here to visit Mr. Kane, who was here working, and Halsey entered and started ranting at us, rather irrationally.
No! He was just angry.
You see, Halsey came in, he grabbed that thing, and, well, went crazy.
Dean Halsey? Dean Halsey! I'm calling the police.
I don't know if this scene is just an example of the security guard being the only sane man in a university full of crazy white people worshipping unpronounceable things, and so was seen at all.
You see, I came down here to visit Mr. Kane, who was here working.
Or he just assumes he's wandered into the bloody aftermath of Dean Halsey's violent reaction to finding out his daughter's dating a bisexual.
Shot. Don't worry.
I have no idea where the Dan Kane Herbert West slash fiction comes from. So why does anyone believe Herbert's story? The room is literally covered in physical evidence of what happened. The Dean's blood is equally literally caking the wall. And are they just assuming the dead body bit his fingers off? Wait, I'm forgetting. This is Miskatonic University. It's based on H.P. Lovecraft. This place has probably seen more innocent self-cannibalism than... You ever start a comparison and work out too late that you can't think of anything to finish it? Oh, no, wait, I got it. This place has seen more innocent self-cannibalism than the time I gave some prisoners LSD and let them execute themselves. Anyway, Dr. Hill works out what's going on when he does medical tests on Dean Halsey, which is more than the local law enforcement did.
I want to know why Halsey's heart fibrillates, why his pulse is erratic, why he cries out in pain.
You can leave now, Doctor.
When we both know he is quite dead.
His first reaction to working out that Halsey is dead and reanimated is to lobotomize him. His second reaction is to blackmail West for his discovery. His third reaction is to be beaten to death with a shovel and then beheaded by West.
Mr. West, I will be famous.
Dangerous.
And later on, his fourth reaction will be using his undead hypnosis powers to mind control Halsey to do his bidding before creating a private army of the dead. I only mention all those in a row because I'm fairly sure that at least some of them are connected with the amount of Eldritch tomes in the library. Did you know that the budget was so tight on this film that the fake plastic spade they used was about as hard as a real metal spade? Let's hear that again. Oh, that's good brain damage.
One more time.
Please, not again.
Parts. I've never done whole parts.
You know that Dr. Herbert West has a good head on his shoulders, and another in the tray in front of him. A joke so nice they used it twice in the movie poster.
Yes, Doctor. It's Herbert West. What are you thinking? How do you feel? You?
I love this movie.
My work! My work! What's going on? My work! Stop! Stop!
You took my serum! Except for what I have upstairs.
Because I assume that's still there, even though I haven't checked.
Hill took my serum, my notes, everything.
Herbert, you're insane. Now what happened
I
here?
had to kill him!
Anyway, you might have seen it on my blip before, but Re-Animator in 5 seconds.
He's dead?
Not anymore.
I gotta tell Meg.
What does Meg have to do with this?
Hill's got this weird file on her. He's full of napkins and hair and photographs. I think he's projected some sort of psychotic need onto her.
That's called being a psycho. So, Dr. Hill's head is dying without fresh blood for his tray. That's just silly.
Yes, Alan. It's time for you to come out.
I admit it. I'm gay. Thank you, Dr. Hill. You helped me realize who I am. An out, proud, gay, dead man.
Is that you, Dr. Hill?
Yes, it's me.
Break time.
Severed head or not, I don't give a fuck. I got asses to look at.
It's better.
You don't have fucking lungs!
It's all right, Janet.
You should go away. Transfer to another school.
Don't worry about me. You're the one who should get away. Go live your life. Find somebody.
Hang out with them and their friends in a mall. I'm sure no killer robots would be involved. Oh no, they just put those prop doors in! So the Dean brings Barbara Crampton to the morgue as Hill slowly builds his army of the dead, using hypnosis, lobotomy, and reanimation.
Oh, yes, Alan.
I want her tits! They look perfect on my wall!
Come on. Oh, well, you'll be all right.
Okay, why hasn't Hill killed those two? He has no problems with killing, or lobotomizing, or sexually assaulting someone from across a table.
Admired your beauty, my dear.
You know, I can think of worse things than being sexually assaulted by a bloody severed head, but I admit it would take me a long time to come up with a comprehensive list.
Yes, my love.
Visual pun! Visual pun! Visual fucking pun!
I must say, Dr. Hill, I'm very disappointed in you. You steal the secret of life and death, and here you are, trysting with the bubble-headed co-ed. You're not even a second-rate scientist.
Herbert West cares not for your pissy little sex show. So apart from Dr. Hill's other magical powers, he can also make the body holding him twice as wide and reanimate people from across the room. My favourite part in this scene is the nudity. You see, when making it, they decided to self-censor by painting some people's genitals black. It's like they turned my censorship boxes into a practical effect.
I will show you power, Mr. West. My discovery, the laser surgical drill, makes possible a new technique in lobotomy, which results in total mastery of the human will. Reanimated subjects have proved to be the best. They will give me power, undreamed of power.
Unimaginable power, unlimited rice pudding, etc., etc.
Daddy, listen to me. It's Megan. Megan.
Hell, they'll kill her!
And I'll give her life.
Look at me!
So apparently knocking your daughter out and stripping her naked is fine. But if she screams at you for help, that's the fucking line, because the Dean turns against Hill and decides to save her by juicing him like an orange. Orange squash. Call back to the start of the film. It's like peeling a rather large orange. There, the skull and the skin. Oh, fuck you, I'm clever. Fuck this. I'm heading back to Innsmouth. Worst thing we got there, Fishman. West injected Hill's body with a fuckload of the fluid to try and overdose him. Unfortunately, it has unforeseen side effects.
Ye science-intestine motherfucker!
Just in time for the reanimates to do everything they can to destroy the morgue. Breaking shit, acid, poison gas, a possible electrical fire. So yeah, Herbert West is dead. Or rather, he would be if the Re-Animator movies were capable of killing him. He came back in Bride of Re-Animator and once again clearly died in the finale, and then came back again in Beyond Re-Animator. So here's my theory as to why Re-Animator 4 only exists as a twinkle in Brian Usna's eye, and in the Transformers mashup in my Faust review. Herbert West clearly survived Beyond Re-Animator. He only ever comes back for a sequel when he died in the previous movie. Of course, the man never sleeps because he's constantly shooting up with the reanimating fluid, so I suppose as a side effect he could just be immune to death. Anyway, one of the reanimates strangles Meg. Why? Because it results in more semi-naked Barbara Crampton. Why else? Everyone loves semi-naked Barbara Crampton. Hey, I just noticed they didn't kill Caroline Purdy Gordon. Her dying horribly in Dolls twice must be an attempt to make up for that.
I love you.
Okay, where to start with this film? I love Re-Animator. It's one of my top 10 favourite films. It's one of my top 3 comedy horrors ever made. It stars my favourite actor and was directed by one of my favourite directors. If Re-Animator was a bloody severed head, you have no idea what I'd let it do to me. No fucking idea. Not that it's perfect, though. The budget is clearly tiny. Dr. Hill's sentience and powers are random as hell, and it's more like a parody of the original short stories by Lovecraft. Which is weird, because they were supposed to be parodies of Frankenstein. And now there's Re-Animator the stage musical, which looks like a parody of the film.
Don't do that again! Mr. West, I suggest you get a pen!
I'm Demon Hagan, and I have to live with it every day. See you soon for From Beyond.
coming. What the hell is that? I'm going to kiss you. Humans are such easy prey.
From the makers of Re-Animator, from beyond.